I know talking about voting is it's not a sexy topic, but you are very big about using your voice to kind of get people out there to vote in 2024. And this is a very important time
Yeah.
I'm a gay man, and as a woman, it's like we need our voices heard more than anything now. What could you say out there to a young person who's going to be hearing this, and like just to get out there and use your voice and just be heard and make your voice heard?
Yeah. I mean, so important to vote these days. There are so many really super important issues hanging in the balance. And I don't know, I think young people, I think I've definitely been in the bad mindset before of like, it's just one person, I'm just one person. How much of a difference can I really make? But it makes such a huge difference. And your entire generation, thinks it proactively and believe that they can make something happen. You can make real change. And yeah, it's also so much easier than you think. Like I used to think it was really complicated and I had to do all this weird stuff, and it's so much easier. There's like literally just like go on the website and sign up. And
Yes.
so yeah, that's definitely something that's really important coming up. Thanks for bringing that up.
Is maybe not spending too much time on social media. I think anytime I get super overwhelmed with my life, if I like stop looking at social media, I feel a lot happier. So
Absolutely.
spill your guts means to barf out all your intimate feelings, and it also means bravery, having guts or being gutsy, and means intuition too, like trusting your gut. It's just all these things that I are really some things that I like think about a lot. I think sometimes I try to remind myself that you don't always need inspiration to write, and sometimes good songs come from just discipline and the craft of songwriting. One of my favorite things about music is how independent you can be, and how truly at the end of the day you make almost every decision. You decide what lyric it is, you decide what melody it is, you come up with the idea for the music video. Like, it's very centered on you, and that's so fun, and you get to do whatever you want and have so much freedom. But I think there's something so beautiful about being an actor and being a part of a set and just being like a teammate.
I feel like coming off of Sour and off of Driver's License, there was a lot of pressure, and so I kind of had to learn how to cope with that. And I felt so overwhelmed by it at the beginning, but I think throughout making Guts, I kind of just had to learn how to return to the state of making music just because I loved it, and trying to make music that I loved and making that my sole focus and goal. And so that definitely took some time to kind of get back to that place, but I think I got there, and I think it's an important lesson that I'm glad I learned.
Tour can be kind of hard on your body and on your psyche. It's hard to be away from home for so long, and I'm definitely a homebody. But it's also sad because you grow really close to the people that you're on tour with. It's like your little family, and you're in such tight quarters all the time. So I remember being really sad to say goodbye to all of them, but happy to be back in my own bed. I love the second you start like trying to be like, oh, what's gonna be relatable, what's gonna be a hit, I feel like then you kind of lose the magic of it. I think the reason why I love Vampire so much is, to me, it's not a song about, oh, this person hurt me, this guy hurt me. I think that's kind of surface level. To me, what I love about it is it kind of looks inward. It's more about my regret and kind of beating myself up for doing something that I knew wasn't going to turn out great. And kind of just taking ownership of that and dealing with those feelings. That's what it means to me, but obviously anyone can, have their own interpretation.
Oh, yeah. I grew up listening to rock music a ton. That was always my favorite. My parents always played it in the car, and I don't know. It's just I feel like I have all of these like emotions that are like jealous or
Yeah.
rage or envy or all these things that I feel like rock music just perfectly portrays that feeling in sound. So one of my biggest heroes is Jack White. He's in the White Stripes and the Raconteurs and all of these amazing bands. And I had the chance to meet him a year ago maybe, but I've kind of talked to him since, and he's really awesome. And he wrote me a letter the first time that we met, giving me like 3 tips. And one of them was actually just make the music that you want to hear on the radio, and that helped me so much. One of them was to be an antenna for which music can come through, and that's super helpful. And the third was to like hold tight to all of your friendships and all of your relationships, because it can kind of get easy to maybe neglect those or be so focused on your work that those kind of fall through the cracks. And he was just saying how important that was. And it sounds very simple, but it really like means so much. And they're kind of things that I really live by.